Well, hi all, welcome to Fly Fishing and Prospecting with Kreza. Yeah, you've heard right, I've changed the name of my channel to Fly Fishing and Prospecting with Kreza. So, I have been doing a fair bit of prospecting, so I thought it was only normal evolution for me to include that name. But anyway, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing something a bit different. I'm actually going to manufacture a dolly pot. Yeah, I know I've been going on for a while about making a dolly pot, and I've decided to make one. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing on this video. So, like I've collected over a bit of time some rocks that have given a signal back with the detector. So I need to smash them up. So the dolly pot is what needs to be made. So I went and bought some materials. I bought a base plate, I bought some tube or pipe. I had some material lying around to make a handle, and also I had an old axle from a trailer sitting around, so I'll cut that up as well, and I'll use that to smash the rocks inside the dolly pot. So during the video I'll explain how I'm making it, and hopefully if you want to make one you can make one. And I've got enough material to make 5, and what I've decided is I'll keep one, of course, and I'll sell off 3, and I'm going to give one away on my channel. In the next video I'll come up with some sort of competition for my subscribers, and it'll only be eligible for subscribers to be able to pick up this dolly pot that I've made. So look, if you're enjoying my content, think about subscribing. It'd be great to have you on board. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, I'll always get back to you. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this manufacturing of a dolly pot to smash rocks. Cheers. Yeah, so this is a bit of tube. It's about, I don't know, what's that, 4.5 inches on the outside, and probably 4 inches, 100 mil on the inside. So it's just something that I picked up from the scrap metal merchant. So it's a whole big piece, and like I said, I'm going to make 5 dolly pots. Yeah, so you can see I've marked some lines all along the tube. So now I've got to start cutting. Just put my safety boots on because I was wearing thongs. Thought that was not a good idea. So yeah. Well, that's the first one. Well, that's the last one. That's 5. So yeah, I've got the proper protective gear on, as you can see, glasses and my boots. I was wearing thongs like I said, so yeah, you want to make sure you're wearing the right gear. Yeah, so I'll move on from this now. So guys, these are the materials I'm using to make this dolly pot. So I've cut these to size, so it's just a bit of gal pipe. It doesn't need to be gal, but that's what they had at the metal scrapyard, so that's what I'm using. So that's about a foot long, 300 millimeters long. Got this plate. I went for 10 millimeters because you're going to be bashing to crush this rock, so you want a decent base. So I'm thinking 10 mil ain't going to bow when you smash all them rocks with this heavy rod that I'm going to use. And then I've got a bit of Rio here. That's what the handle's going to be made out of, just a bit of Rio. And then here's an old axle out of a trailer that I had lying around, which is nice and heavy, and when that hits a rock it's definitely going to crush it. So I'll just cut that to a certain size, just so that it's above the actual dolly pot, so I don't do me knuckles. So I'll probably stop about there, and then whether I'll weld something onto the end just to give it a bit more diameter, I don't know yet, but I'll work that out as I go. I'll just use it the way it is and see if that works. So they're the raw materials, and I'll get back into it. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to get rid of these sharp edges from that grinding wheel. Same for the insides, it's a rounded file. That's it, just get rid of those sharp edges. So I've just swapped over to like a sanding disc, and that's just to get rid of this edge here where I'm going to weld, because obviously with it being galvanized, the weld doesn't like gal because it's a coating, and it'll allow me to weld it a bit better. And also the fumes coming off the gal is not good for you, so you want to minimize the amount of fumes you get off it. So yeah, just take off that edge. Well, this is my welder. It's called a G-MIG. I've had this for over 30 years, so it served me well. That's it, we're ready to weld this. So I've measured the distance between there and there, she's in the middle, and now I've got to just start welding it. So yeah, that's the base, the 10mm base, that pipe that I cut up. So let's get into it, let's do some welding. So you can see I've given these a bit of a rough up where I'm going to weld. I've ground that up, and that one there is in position, ready to be welded. So I'm going to give that a tack. So let's tack it into position. Probably a good idea to have some earth on it. I'm sure that's happened to everybody, but that's what happens when you don't do it every day. All right. Okay, there's your tack. Now I'll just tack it on the other side. That's it. And now I'll start welding it. That's in position. I'll start welding it now. I won't bore you with the welding. So when I finish welding it, I'll show you when it's done. So there it is, all welded up. I'll dress that up a bit with a flapper disc. But yeah, she's welded, and yeah, it's obviously holding water. And yeah, I'll get on with the next one. So I've got 3 more to go. That's my second one. So I'll just keep going. So I found the MIG welder was struggling. So what I've done instead, I've got the stick welder, and I'll just use the arc to do the last couple of them. So yeah, I'm just going to tack it. Anyway, keep going. just faced it off, so that's ready to crush some rocks. So I just need to do another 4 more. So yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, so now I've got like this scrap metal there that I'm going to use for the handle. So I'm only going to put 1 handle on it, I don't think it needs 2. So I'm just going to give it like 50mm clearance. So I'll just mark that, 50 there. .50 there, or 2 inch, whatever you want to call it. And there. Oops. There we go. And I'll put that in the vise and bend it in a minute. So I've marked it out with the 50mm line there. So I'll just put it in the vise, line it up. Look, just keep it square, you know, and then whack it. It's 90 degrees, I'm happy with that. And just flip it over and do the same to the other side. Not rocket science, but you know, you want to try and keep it pretty square. That's square. There you go. Got ourselves a handle. And I'll just weld that to the side of the dolly. Plenty of knuckle clearance, so if you know, see that's flat, knuckles can get under there. So yeah, 50mm is going to do the job. So I can see that it's a little bit out of square, so I'm just going to put the shifter on there and bend it. That looks pretty true, so that's squared it up. Easy as that. Well, these are the handles all bent up, so I'll just weld them on. Stick this. So now just weld the other end. That's it, I'm getting there. Well, here we are, 5 dolly pots. I mean, there's the whackers that knock them down are all different. I mean, I've left this one, I've given this one like a bit of a rustic look with the castellated nut and the hub for the trailer. Same with that one. This one's a little bit lighter, but it's got like a decent thumper on the end. And the other two have got like some custom handles that I've machined on the lathe. So 3 of them I'm going to sell, 1 I'm keeping and 1 I'm going to give away. So anyway, I've just got to paint them now and they'll be ready to go. And I'll start crushing some rocks and hopefully there's some gold in them. Anyway, I'm pretty excited. It's been you know, like about 3 days of on and off making them, but they're finally finished. They just need paint. And that's it now for the painting. Pretty straightforward. $1,000,000. Anyway, that's the final stage, just the painting. Well, that's the handles, almost half painted. I've done, what's that, 4 silver and 1 green handle, and I've still got to paint the bottom. I haven't decided what colour yet, maybe black. And then here's the dolly pots. I've got 4 black ones and 1 green one. And the green one is the one I'm going to be giving away on my YouTube channel, and there'll be a question that you need to answer, and it's only for the subscribers of my channel. So if you subscribe, you can get a chance of winning this dolly pot. So that'll be announced when I'm ready to give that away. But yeah, they're just about finished. So it's just the bottom of the handles to do, and we're done. That's come along pretty good. I'm happy with the end result. Obviously that one there I'll probably keep for myself, and the rest, 3 of them will be for sale and 1 will be given away. So yeah, that's been the build for these dolly pots. Well, I hope you enjoyed that build. I did enjoy building those dolly pots. So look, if you're enjoying my content, think about subscribing. It'll be awesome to have you on board, and give it a comment, give it a thumbs up, and I'll always get back to you if you do leave a comment. So once again, thanks for watching, and God bless. Bye.